Hi everyone, welcome back to Hain Academy, and in this video I'm going over an example problem that covers the concept on slope and slope-intercept form. So let's get started. In this problem, we are going to find the slope of two equations given in the problem, and we're going to find out the multiplication of two gradients equal to. In order to find the gradient from the equation, we can use the concept of slope-intercept form, and the slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b, and m stands for the slope and b stands for the y-intercept. Y-intercept is where the graph cuts the y-axis, and m stands for the slope, and usually m is the coefficient of x. Let's start with the first equation. Y is equal to 3x minus 2. So to find the gradient from this equation, we have to find the coefficient of x, like the slope-intercept form. So in this case, m1 is equal to 3. So simple, right? And now let's go over to the second equation, which is x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. So in this equation, we do not have the equation in slope-intercept form. So we can adjust the equation by leaving y alone on the left-hand side, like the slope-intercept form. So now we are going to move x and 5 to the right side. So in this case, that will be negative x minus 5. So the next step is we will be dividing by 3 on the both sides, and in that case 3 will be cancelled out on the left side, and we have x by 3 and negative 5 by 3. Or for this equation, we can write it as y is equal to negative 1/3 x negative 5 by 3. Now we have the equation in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. And so the coefficient of x is the gradient. So negative 1/3 is the gradient of the second equation. So m2 is equal to negative 1/3. So we got the gradient of two equations, and the problem is asking the value of m1 times m2. So we have m1 as 3 and m2 as negative 1/3. So m1 times m2 is equal to 3 times negative 1/3. So 3 and 3, they cancel out, and we have negative 1. And there is a fact that two straight lines are perpendicular if and only if the multiplication of their slopes is equal to negative 1. And we have negative 1 here, so two lines are perpendicular. And we can check if two lines are perpendicular or not by plotting these equations on the graph, or we can put those two equations on a graphing tool. So I'm going to use a graphing tool in this example for a quick reference. And here I'm going to plug in the equation of two straight lines. So the first one is y is equal to 3x minus 2. Click enter. So we have one graph already, and now I'm going to plug in another equation, which is y is equal to negative 1/3 x, negative 1/3 x negative 5 by 3. After plugging in two equations on this graphing tool, we can see that two lines are perpendicular to one another. And so whenever two gradients are multiplied into and get negative 1, two lines are always perpendicular. I hope this makes sense, and if you have any questions, please comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.